Good, happy Tuesday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. New Hampshire prepares to ship 200 tons of food, water to Puerto Rico. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Ray Brewer.
Values difference, especially in the business of banking. And that's one of the primary reasons why credit unions stand apart. Credit union values are built in the cooperative business model. That's why they're democratically controlled by their members and why they can offer better rates and yields. It also explains why they give back to the community, hosting financial education fairs or supporting local charities. Credit union values make a difference.
It is kind of overwhelming, the volume of stuff that we're going to be able to send down there.
It's enough to fill 17 tractor trailers. It includes 385,000 pounds of food and nearly 300,000 bottles of water. The bulk of the goods collected by state employees during a two-day drive in early October. Matt Hotchkiss is one of the employees who's been donating his time and occasionally wondering what he's gotten himself into.
Every day. Yeah, for sure. That's but it's been great. It's been a collective effort from, a lot of different state agencies and state employees.
189 state employees volunteering over 1,500 hours.
Every can was date checked. It was packed, as the governor said, packed, repacked, shrink wrapped, tied together, and ready for shipping.
It has been over a month since Hurricane Maria pummeled the island. Governor Sununu says he spoke with Puerto Rico's governor 2 days ago. The need remains great.
There are areas of Puerto Rico that will not have power for months and months and months. And so it's truly a life-changing event for those citizens.
And while some have criticized the federal government's response, don't count the governor among them.
Given what FEMA has had to deal with, it has been a tremendous effort on the national level. And I think we can't say enough, frankly, about FEMA and about their response.
Once these goods leave the warehouse, FEMA will be picking up the cost. The federal government says the goods should be in Puerto Rico by the first week of November. In Concord, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Man accused of killing kittens for sports faces charges. A Milford man accused of killing kittens for fun is facing several animal cruelty charges in court. The Boston Globe reported that Miguel Marian, 22, was living in a camper behind Frere's farm in Milford when he killed the kittens, one by throwing it into a wall and another by burning it in a fire pit, police said in an incident report. A witness told police Madden talks heavily about killing kittens daily and admits to killing a couple a week for fun when he is bored, the paper reported. The owner of the farm asked police to remove Madden from the property on October 15th because they felt threatened by him and believe he was stealing from them, the paper reported. One witness showed police text messages in which Madden detailed killing the animals, and another witness said Madden offered to show him what he did to the kittens, the paper reported. Police said Madden also admitted killing kittens to officers when he was being fingerprinted at the station. Madden was charged with 1 count of animal cruelty and 2 counts of killing or maiming an animal. Tractor bucket serves child's leg in new vineyard. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW.
His leg severed when the bucket front end loader came down on it. The 4-year-old was with his grandfather, who rushed him to the hospital. Officials say his quick action likely saved the child's life. Police found out when they stopped a speeding car, and the driver explained that she was rushing the little boy's severed leg to the hospital.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Okay, and now let's take a look at your stock market and see how your stock market did for this evening. And here's a look at the stock market right now. Here how the stock market did for today. Dow soars 168 points to record close on earnings, beats by Caterpillar 3M. The Dow Jones Industrial Average hit in trade and closing record highs. Caterpillar and 3M surged after reporting strong quarterly results. Wall Street was also hopeful that tax reform could pick up steam in Washington. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose sharply on Tuesday on the back of strong quarterly results from 3M and Caterpillar. I rise today to say enough. GOP senator announces he won't seek re-election. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
I'm gonna let it shine. There's a little light of mine. I'm gonna let.
At a moment when it seems that our democracy is more defined by our discord and our dysfunction than by our own values and principles, let me begin by noting a somewhat obvious point, that these offices that we hold are not ours indefinitely. We're not here simply to mark time. Sustained incumbency is certainly not the point of seeking office, and there are times when we must risk our careers in favor of our principles. Now is such a time. It must also be said that I rise today with no small measure of regret. Regret because of the state of our disunion. Regret because of the disrepair and destructiveness of our politics. Regret because of the indecency of our discourse. Regret because of the coarseness of our leadership. Regret for the compromise of our moral authority. And by our, I mean all of.
Okay, there you go on some of that video. Republican Arizona Senator Jeff Flake, an outspoken critic within his party of President Donald Trump, announced Tuesday that he will not run for re-election in 2018 when his term ends. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with another newscast. And I'll see you back here later on this evening for a news report. Good Good night, everyone. Bye.